Hi y'all, Jamie Gendron here, 54 years old, trans woman from New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, I introduced myself on TikTok for the first time the other day, and since then I've shared a few stories about what happened and how I left home at 14 and how I first learned how to make money by selling myself on the streets. And once I established that and learned how to feed myself and to be able to get a hotel room, to not be on the street, I was out with friends one night and I had already made some money and I was partying with them at a club, and it was after hours and they said, "Come on, we've got a place we want to take you." So they didn't tell me where we were going, but when we pulled up in the parking lot, I'll never forget, the sign said, "Live XXX Transsexual Strippers." It was called the Booby Rock, and it was on Westheimer Boulevard in Houston, Texas. Now, the very first time I walked into the Booby Rock, you have to remember, I knew I was a girl. I knew kind of what transsexuals were, but I had not voiced that I was one yet at that point. But I had full makeup on. I looked a lot like I look now. So I walk into this club, and I'll never forget, y'all, it was wall to wall, just gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful women like I had never seen before. And they were so glamorous and they were so together. And I knew I had found where I belonged. Immediately, I knew I had found where I belonged. And so while I was there that night, I went into the bathroom. And while I was in there, I heard someone from the stall say hi. And so I said hi back, and she opened the door, and it was a young teen Latina trans girl. And she introduced herself, said her name was Angel. And then she asked me my name. And I didn't know any better, so I said my dead name. And she looked at me and she laughed and she said, "No, Mama, what's your girl name?" And I looked at her and I said, "I'm not a girl," because I didn't know what else to say. And she said, "Baby, trust me, you're a girl." She said, "Look, keep it simple. Make it so it's easy for your family and friends to come around to the new name. Make it the girl version of your dead name." And so, without actually saying the other name, but I'm sure you can all guess it now, that's how I became Jamie. And as for what happened next, stay tuned. I'll be back with another installment. Thanks for paying attention, everybody, and thank you for all of the wonderful comments.